I've seen a lot of amazing waterfalls around the world, but this spring I witnessed some of the very best with two of my sons, Brandon and Jonathan, as we explored Iceland together. You won't believe what we saw at the end of our journey. It blew our minds. Our journey started on the legendary Golden Circle at Þingvellir National Park, about 30 miles northeast of Reykjavik. That's where we hiked through snow, wind, and ice to find Öxarárfoss, a beautiful waterfall tucked inside the Almannagjá Gorge, where two tectonic plates, North American and Eurasian, pull apart. We were amazed to be standing right where continents collide, but Öxarárfoss isn't just beautiful, it's historically important. Way back in the 9th century, Iceland's earliest settlers redirected the Öxará River to create a reliable water source for their lawmakers. That very waterfall appears in Game of Thrones. And I have to say, with the cold, snow, and rugged beauty, it felt like we were in the series ourselves. Next stop, Gluggafoss, also known as Window Falls. And wow, what a stunning surprise this was. This stunning beauty stands about 144 feet tall, beginning with a lower cascade that crashes down roughly 28 feet. It doesn't just fall, it thunders, echoing off the surrounding cliffs. Brandon and I couldn't resist. We slipped behind that lower fall, stepping into a hidden world of spray and sound. We were instantly soaked, but it didn't matter. The power of that water, the roar in our ears, the snow swirling all around us. It was absolutely exhilarating. As we laughed and shouted above the noise, Jonathan hiked up to the towering upper section of the falls. From there, it crashes down into a deep, rich-colored pool. I can still see it, that blue-green hue at the base of the falls, glowing like a sapphire under all that mist. The snow was falling hard now, driven sideways by the wind, clinging to the cliffside and to our coats. It turned the whole scene into something magical. And then you notice the windows, the natural arches carved through the rock by centuries of relentless water. They're hauntingly beautiful, like ancient eyes staring back at you from the mountain. I felt a quiet reverence in that place, like I was standing inside something sacred, something few people ever truly experience. This wasn't just a waterfall. It was a moment I'll remember for the rest of my life. As we headed toward our next stop, we looked up, and right off the north side of the road was this unexpected, solitary, elegant waterfall streaming from the top of the cliff. No name, no crowds, just nature showing off. We had to pull over. Sometimes it's the unexpected sights that leave the biggest impression. And then we reached the highlight of the trip, Seljalandsfoss, the heart of our journey. This breathtaking waterfall drops 200 feet from the cliffs above, fed by the glacier melt from the Eyjafjallajökull glacier. The river, Seljalandsá, free falls into a wide basin, often creating huge clouds of mist and even rainbows in the sunlight. But here's the magic. Seljalandsfoss is one of the few waterfalls in the world where you can walk behind it, and we did. The spray enveloped us. We were inside the roar, inside the storm. It was really exhilarating, but something deeper was happening too, something physical. Did you know that when water crashes at the bottom of a fall, it splits molecules and releases electrons? Those electrons attach to oxygen and become negative ions, tiny charged particles that can lift your mood, boost your energy, and even purify the air. It's called the Lenard Effect, or the Waterfall Effect, and let me tell you, standing behind Seljalandsfoss, breathing in that fresh, ion-rich air, we didn't just feel amazed, we felt energized and alive. Not far down the southern coast, we visited another Icelandic giant, Skógafoss, where myths and movies collide. This one is massive, 82 feet wide, 200 feet tall, and throws off so much mist that you're almost guaranteed to see rainbows on a sunny day, as we did in the afternoon sun. If you get close to this one, you'll leave soaked, but smiling. Skógafoss is steeped in legend. They say the first Viking settler in this area, Thraci Thorolfsson, hid a treasure chest behind the waterfall. Years later, someone found it, but only managed to grab a ring before the chest vanished. That ring now hangs in the Skógar Museum nearby. And yes, you might recognize this one too. It's been in Game of Thrones, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, and Thor, The Dark World, standing at its base, watching the water roar down. It's easy to see why filmmakers keep coming back here again and again. And just when we thought we'd seen it all, we couldn't believe our eyes. We were driving further east when we spotted it, a waterfall trying to fall, but the wind wouldn't let it. That's right, the water was being blown back up and over the top of the cliff. This was a waterfall that refused to fall. Jonathan slammed on the brakes, and I jumped out of the car and grabbed the shot. It was surreal, gravity-defying, wind-whipped water flying upward like misty smoke. Just one more jaw-dropping moment on a trip filled with wonder. If you enjoyed this journey through Iceland's most beautiful waterfalls, give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment with your favorite waterfall moment, or tell me where I should go next. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, go experience something extraordinary.